Tono for the watch, Prezi plain Jane, Yamagini chain, rest in peace to my superior, Hermes, Linka, feed a village.
I just realized a huge difference between men and women, and that is that women can be right and just be right. She can just stand by it. But a man, if he's right, he needs to figure out a way how to be right without hurting her feelings.
I am so tired of being a strong, independent woman girl boss. I want to pretend like I don't know how to put air in my tires, pretend like I don't know that there's no such thing as premium air, and I never want to touch another doorknob. I want to be in my soft girl era.
You know how like guys do this thing, a lot of guys, where they like in college and then like slightly post-college, they're just kind of like all over the place and they're like kissing everything that walks and they kind of have that phase. And most of them don't come out of that damaged emotionally. They will come out of that and be like, a lot of times like, why did I even do that? I got nothing out of it. Like it was just such a waste of my time. I could have been like making money or just doing something else like that felt more rewarding. But the emotional damage is not there in the same way that it would be for a woman. And it's so interesting that the reaction is always like women need to do that. Like you need to go and just sleep with everything that walks and get it out of your system. We don't. It's not the same because when you sleep with everything that walks as a woman, you get hurt, right? You get hurt when they don't text back. You get into a guy who doesn't like you. It's filled with like trauma.
Okay, so like no tea, no shade, but does anybody know where I can find a husband that like, I don't want to marry him and like be his wife, but I also want a man that like is gonna like do everything for me. So like he's not actually my husband, but like he's the guy that I call like when things go wrong because like I'm so sick of tired of doing everything myself. So if I could find that, that would be so good.
Okay, ladies, I have the answer. You know why men don't chase women anymore? Who want to chase bills? You know, the moment you look at the moment the men look at a woman, they see walking bills. Just walking away. Nobody is going out there to look for trouble, especially with a lot of you Western women over here are so full of yourself, entitled, spoiled brats. Nobody needs that. Even I, as a woman, if I look at you and you act like that, I'd be like, And that's the reason why I do not have a lot of friends. I choose quality over quantity. Maybe some of you need to think about what you are doing wrong in your life. And I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. A lot of you modern women in the United States are going to die alone. Miserable.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
I am a man that looks like a woman.
No, I'm not trying to be rude here, but in their words, they're a man that looks like a woman. Okay, so they're a man, but they say they look like a woman. How? I don't see it. Is it the long hair that makes a person think they look like a woman? Because not every woman has long hair, and lots of manly men, very manly men, have long hair as well, so that doesn't a woman make. And is that part of what makes a man look like a woman? Because that doesn't necessarily make a woman either. But then there's this.
And if that enrages you, then you're probably transphobic. Or something.
Yeah, I think it would be the or something. Because I don't think anybody's enraged. I honestly just think that most of them are confused.
Question for the men. Why is it that men have stopped approaching women in real life? Because I feel like back in the day, early 2000s, maybe, the 90s, it was so common for men to strike up a conversation with a woman, maybe ask her out on a date if things are going well. But nowadays, I don't see that happening anymore at all. Why is that? Men, what made you stop approaching women? Let me know in the comments.
I love you today. I love you tomorrow. I love you when we're happy. I love you when we're sad. I love you when we're strong and when we're weak. I will love you indefinitely. You're my true love.
Some ladies will
will tell you to demand treatment like this, and then they wonder why they don't get it. Throughout this video, not only does she appreciate this, but it almost looks like she's crying because she's so happy and she thinks it's so funny. And I scrolled through some of her videos, and she's got so many videos of just massive amounts of appreciation towards this man. And I see so much dating advice pushing for the opposite. Don't appreciate bare minimum. Don't do this, don't do that. When a man can see that he can make you so happy you're practically crying, that makes him want to do it again and again and again. It makes him look forward to surprising you. And with the love and appreciation she has for her man, like for him doing stuff like that for her is probably just an absolute no-brainer because it's worth every second.
I swear, being single sometimes is so complicated because, like, you want somebody, but then you like your freedom, but then, like, you know, being independent is cool, but then also you're really tired of paying bills. Like, is there a middle ground? Because I don't need a man, but I want one. Eventually, the right one. The one that doesn't get offended at my jokes. But, moral of the story, I'm tired.
Modern women today give themselves the benefit of the doubt too often in relationships. That is why you're walking into relationships entitled, privileged, and arrogant. Because you honestly expect someone to give you the benefit of the doubt when you are hypercritical of men. Many of you ladies sit around and can't wait till a dude does something wrong so you can say, see, there it is. But let you do something wrong, don't want to talk about it. Let a man forget to call you or don't holler back at you on a certain time, then all of a sudden it's like, here come the 50 questions. But let you don't do something, let you miss something. Then all of a sudden, I don't want to talk about it. You're making me feel bad. How is it that you ladies can up? And then the man brings it to your attention and wants to talk about how you screwed up. You know you screwed up, but then he's responsible for how you feel about you screwing up. Get the out. No, ladies, that works with most men. But over here, high value men get the benefit of the doubt.
I want a boyfriend so bad. I want him to hold my hand and take me to the movies, drive me around and tell me I'm pretty, go thrifting with me, tell me about his favorite things. I want a boyfriend. I really do. But I feel so guilty because that's not fully true. Because the bitter truth is a boyfriend won't fix me. I don't want a person. I just want to be less lonely. Because he'll make me feel pretty. Well, I want to feel pretty, but I don't want a boyfriend. I want the idea of him.
You know, a lot of these brothers, you competing with her ex and you don't even know it. Everything that you're doing is getting measured against what he did. Oh, well. And it might not even be her ex. It might be somebody that she was messing around with. Somebody that was simping for her. Oh, well, I had this before. You know, I had a man take me here. And I had a man do this for me. I had a man buy me this and do that. Okay. So, I guess the obvious question would be, why you're not with him then? Why you're not with him? Exactly. I'm not about to sit up here. I'm gonna be a good person because that's who I am. But I'm not about to sit up here and let you dictate the terms that you don't even have. You don't even have them. If you were such a great man, why you not wifed up? Why y'all not together? That's what we're trying to figure out. That don't make sense.
This comment is absolutely spectacular. And I wasn't going to do a video on it, but then I realized it was actually an excellent example of two things. One being that there are others out there that actually have the audacity to tell others what they think and how they think and tell them why they do things. Because the second reason is they believe that a lot of people, or the majority of them, think and do things for the exact same reason that they think and do them. And it's almost inconceivable to some that individuals out there can actually think independently of each other. Now, this person actually called me hypocritical for supporting men and at the same time choosing to remain single. They are of the opinion that I have to have feelings of negativity towards men because there would be no other reason in their mind that I would choose to be single. It's rather unfortunate that there are people out there that will actually try to tell you why you do the things that you do, and yet at the same time have no concept of why.
Wow, we're having to do this. You got it? You got it or no? We're doing a man's job right now. Yeah, try to use it. Right. This is ridiculous. So much. Thank you. Here, record me now, because I. And Isaiah was supposed to come over here. Yeah. Wow. You're making her put her phone down. Now she dropped her soda. Now she dropped. No, pick it up. Hurry. No, now the girls have to do this. Wow. Are we serious? It's so heavy. Yeah, finally somebody's here. I got my bag with somebody's here. A black bag? You don't see a black bag anywhere. It's got my purse in it. Wait, this one with the flowers? Here it is.
Can we talk about one of the hardest things in marriage? It's not the chores, it's not the bills, and it's not agreeing on what movie to watch on Netflix. It's apologizing when you are still hurting. It's choosing to still show love when you aren't feeling all that loved yourself. And listen, I know everything in you wants to shut down, pull away, wait for them to make the first move. But the truth, that's the moment when love matters most. Marriage isn't about waiting until it's easy. It's about leaning in when it's hard. When you are in a tough season or fresh off of an argument, that's when an I'm sorry or a simple act of love can break the cycle. Not because you are perfect, not because they are perfect, but because you both choose to show up, even when it's messy. So yes, marriage takes work, but dang, the rewards, that kind of love hits different.
44% of Gen Z guys have never approached a girl on the streets in real life. And that's not shyness, it's a literal crisis. And look, I'm not here to roast anybody, I get it. I genuinely get it. No one has taught you how to interact with the opposite. How to just walk up to someone, it feels like huge and intimidating and so scary. Like you're about to jump off a cliff. But here's the thing, it's a skill like learning how to drive. Like cooking, it feels impossible until you actually learn the steps of how to do something. And then suddenly, it feels normal and not like a big deal at all. The guys I've seen that actually get good at this, they've practiced their craft. Baby steps at first, ask them what time it is. Just start a conversation. You can even just give someone a compliment and just walk off. Build that muscle. You're not broken, you're just untrained.
This weekend was my birthday weekend. I am now 40 years old. Look, ladies, this is my one and only warning that when you have a good man that wants to put in effort, you gotta be careful of what you request. Because I requested to go skiing, have a bath, and just celebrate with the kids with some cake. What we ended up doing was skiing 2.5 hours away at a huge resort, and then we stayed the night at this castle-like hotel that had a huge bathtub. We watched the Bills game in that fancy hotel. We were left disappointed, but then we still went out to dinner. We had dinner and dessert, went back to the hotel, slept the night, and then the next morning had breakfast at that hotel, drove all the way home. We got the kids all together, and he had organized each child to give me a present that was very special and very well thought out. And then we had cake. Right before he went to pick up the cake, he had asked me if I needed anything else from the store, and I said, maybe like 40 candles I can try to blow out, just jokingly. That man lit that cake up with 40 candles. Do you think I blew them all out at once? I don't know. Maybe I'll show you the video. But my point is, ladies, you got to be careful in what you request because your man is going to do exactly that. And you're going to be left feeling pretty awesome.
I want a man. I want a man. I want a man. I want a man. I don't need a man, but I want one. Maybe a little one that I can put in my pocket. And whenever I might need him, I have him. I want, don't want. I want. I don't need. I want a man. I want a man. And I'm not afraid to say it. I want a man. Taking applications.
Come on, babe, I'm sorry.
Never argue with your wife when she's driving.
Is you on?
Look at her. Being stupid and
Please drive.
Please. The
Fuck it,
fuck?
we're gonna go in.
If I was him, I would wait for her to come to a stop and then I'd call the cops on her and show them that video. There is no
way, your feeling is more important than your life. You're telling me that because y'all are having an argument and you're all up in your emotions, you decide to let go off the steering wheel. Not just putting y'all's life at risk, but other people's life at risk. And do you think that this is okay? You think that you should be allowed to be this stupid? I swear, I would have called the cops and showed them that video and I would have gotten a divorce after. And then him, like a whole idiot, is gonna say, please grab the steering wheel. Are you the man or what? Like, what the are you begging her for? Yo, this is why they act this stupid. And they think they can get away with it because I'm pretty sure he never reported her. And so guess what? She knows he's not gonna do anything about it, so she's gonna continue to behave this way. I can't stand them.
You know, a lot of these men out here started asking specifically, they started asking the question, what do you bring to the table? And women got offended by it. How dare you ask me that? How dare you question me? How dare you ask me to explain my value proposition? I am the table. I think Leslie Jones said something silly like that. And she's not the only one. A lot of women have said that. No, you're not. You're not the table at all. That's not how this works. If I got a list of if you got a list of qualifications, then so do men. If a man got to tell you his value, what he brings to the table, why do you think that you don't have to? And the fact that for a lot of these modern women, the fact that this question makes you angry tells me that you probably don't have an answer for it in the first place.
One thing I cannot stand is a man that likes that I work hard. Like, I currently work like 55 plus hours a week, okay? And I cannot stand when I'm talking to a man. I'm like, yeah, I'm still working. And they're like, oh, I just love your drive. I love that about you. Ew, you're not the one for me, babe. I want a man that sees me working hard and is like, this isn't for you. Like, I want a man that wants me to have a soft life. I'm gonna work still because I have worked really hard to get where I am with my career, and I have a 10-year plan, and there's something I want to do with my life, and I'm not giving up until I do it. But it's the principle. Like, I don't want you to want me to work. It's disgusting.
How tall are you?
5'9.5".
And how much do you weigh?
Why does it matter how tall I am?
Oh, I asked her how much do you weigh?
No, I'm not.
How much do you weigh? If you called into a size show, ma'am, every other caller could devolve.
Let me back up a little bit.
How much do you weigh?
Can I back up a little?
Yeah, you can back up. Beep, beep, beep. How much do you weigh? God,
this is the reason why I called.
How much do you weigh?
I'm not.
How much do you weigh?
Okay, you're not letting me.
There you go. How much do you weigh?
I'm not gonna tell you how much I weigh.
How much do you weigh? Get off my channel. That's not all a black woman brings to the table. Now she brings mayonnaise. She brings Kool-Aid. She brings sugar. She brings a purse full of peppermints. Hell to the no. Only in our community can a professional man who does this for a living have a woman think just because she went to school that what her opinion matters more. Big as you want to be. Ladies, understand something. These are the women that you should not listen to because
that was pathetic.
You should not listen to them. Don't listen to Big Auntie.
I keep seeing women comment, "It could never be me," when they see a wife cooking for her husband, caring for him, speaking gently, being intentional about her role. And honestly, you're right. It probably could never be you, but not because you can't, because you won't. Because somewhere along the way, women were taught that serving their husbands means weakness, that being soft means you are losing, that if you are not in control, you are being controlled. But what if that's not weakness? What if it's discipline? What if it's intentional? What if it's actually strength to love someone well? Even when the world tells you not to. Serving your husband is not about being beneath him. It's about being for him. And a lot of people don't want partnership anymore. They want power. But the women that are willing to check their attitude, grow, and learn how to love properly, those are the women building peaceful homes, loyal husbands, and strong marriages. So when you say it could never be me, you might be right. Because a woman committed to growth, peace, and purpose would never be proud to say that in the first place.
People always want to know what my type is, and I'm here to tell you, my type of man is a man that acts right. My type is a man that spends money and talks to me nice. My type of man is romantic. He follows through with what he says he's gonna do. All that other really doesn't matter. Now, would I date a man that has all those things and I'm not attracted to him? No, because would a man date me if he wasn't attracted to me? No. But does he have to be attractive to everyone else? No. He just has to be attractive to me. He just has to do right by me. That's what my type is. A lot of women date men that have nothing going on for them besides the fact that they look good and then wonder why they end up in a bad contest. I like men that work hard. I like men that will go out of their way to put a smile on my face. Because what the f am I gonna do with a man that looks good and is treating me like, put up with this shit? I think nah. I think nah. There's one girl, there's one lady, there's one baddie in this relationship, and that's me. That's me. You're a man. Go to work. Bring home some money. Spend it on me. Bring me flowers. Make my life easier in every way you can. That's all you gotta do. That's my type. Okay? Okay. I love you guys. Bye.
Is cheating really a thing? I mean, come on. If someone promises you that all of this area here is going to be only for them, they're lying. I know that for women, they're like, oh no, he's going to be mine forever. It's like, who the f*** are you fooling?
So everyone's cheating.
If you say you're going to save all of this area for one person, you are cheating on yourself.
If you have no integrity, just say that. If cheating wasn't a real thing, why does it absolutely destroy people when it happens to them? Why does it hurt so much? Also, saying that you're saving yourself for one person is cheating on yourself, excuse me? It's a choice. It's a choice to be committed to one person. And that also shows that your loyalty means something. And that's strength and not weakness. Not everybody cheats. There's a ton of loyal people out there. They're a bit hard to find sometimes. But I find it funny that the people that say that also condone cheating typically, because they know they can't be loyal. Plenty of men out there honor their word, and their vows actually mean something. Oftentimes when people can't live up to specific standards, they move the goalposts, or they rewrite it, because they don't want to admit that they have no self-control themselves, so they have to justify what they're doing. They pretend fidelity is fake, and that's pathetic. You being loyal to the person you chose to commit to shows that you have standards and discipline.
Some of these modern women, they want you to just know stuff. Don't ask me what's wrong. Don't ask me what's wrong. Don't ask me what's wrong. Stupid man. Don't ask me what's wrong. You should already know. You should already know what's wrong with me. I'm distraught, and even though there's no signs, you should already know. No, I don't know, because I'm not a mind reader. I don't know why you're upset. You could just open your mouth like an adult and tell me, but no, that's too easy. That's too much like right for these modern women. You're supposed to figure it out, supposed to poke and prod, but know how to do it. And if you don't care enough, then all of a sudden it's a problem. You know, these modern women, they continually, even in their spare time, well, let me say, even when they're at work, because in your free time, you can get into a lot of stupid stuff. But even when I'm working, I'm supposed to be focusing on getting the bag. I'm still, as a modern woman, continually thinking of stupid things to do and say. And then I'm going to bring it to a man and try to make it his problem.
Do you want to date a bad boy or a nice guy?
A nice guy. I'm done. No, bring me all the nice guys. Find me, please. I'm out on bad boys.
Not about that life.
Well, why'd you stop going for the bad boys now at 29?
I'm 29, babe. Like, we're done. All about the good life, the soft life. I want to live well. Out on anything that causes me stress.
But why were you chasing that at 22 and 23?
Well, you're 22, 23. You don't know what the heck you're doing. You're just like, you think it's exciting, and it's like you realize after it's not actually exciting at all. You're like, all right, I'm out. I'm out on this.
Did you feel like back then a bad boy would be more able to protect you too, as opposed to a nice guy?
No, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, I think back then you think it's exciting, and you think that you don't know what you want at that age, first of all. You don't know yourself well enough. Now you do. Now I'm like, all those guys, bye. No, I'm out.
I'm stressed. I'm stressed like my part. Try to do a part right here. I look bald. I was like, I'm not balding. It's giving.
It's giving part.
Is it?
It's parted like the Red Sea.
See, I can't really. Oh, that was a big part. Oh, they fit horses and carriages and people carrying packages. Like, oh my God.
I didn't know. Okay, my bad.
That was a terrible
comparison.
But you kind of proved my point. It's giving baldy. Okay,
your hair is thin. You don't have 4C hair. Whoa. I'm not saying like you have thin hair. My God, I'm not coming for you, Sarah, but this, compared to my hair.
First of all, my hair is not thin. It's fine.
Okay, fine.
Okay, I'm fine.
Okay.
Soft hair.
Okay.
That's it. Okay, I know I've been wearing wigs for a minute, but your girl ain't thin.
I don't, but see, I guess that's the difference between American and Canadian.
No one says thin hair. Unless you have thin, raspy, wispy, missing, lots of scalp.
No, that's thinning hair. Oh, Jesus.
Why do you think it's thinning?
Because you're losing it.
Because thin. Starts thin, thinning.
So this black woman messaged me and she was like, I feel as though you empathize with black men, but you don't empathize with black women. Well, the reason why I empathize with black men is because black men are the most disrespected out of all the races in the world, right? Black men are the most disrespected by their woman, meaning the black woman, right? There is no other race in the world where women think that it's okay to disrespect their man the way that black women disrespect black men. And here's the crazy part about it. Let's go to the statistics. Let's go to the facts. Black women are the least likely to get married. Black men are getting married at higher rates than black women. Black men are commodities. If you go to any place around the world, most women want black men. Black men are commodities. But for whatever reason, black women don't see that. And then they are entitled and think that they're supposed to come with all this baggage, be out of shape, have all these kids, out of marriage, and just be really a hot mess. And then a black man is just supposed to be like, well, I should just settle for this. The black woman really thinks that the black man should be happy with settling with their nonsense and foolishness on top of being combative and disrespectful. Why would a black man deal with that when he can go get a woman from another race that is going to not have kids, the whole nine, and want to actually get on his program? I'm going to need black women to wake up.
One of the dumbest things you can do as a man is to date an insecure woman. Never date an insecure woman because she will never let you level up in life because of her need for control to make herself feel better about herself. She will keep you from being the best version of yourself because she's terrified of other women seeing you the same way that she sees you. She will slowly diminish your light because she cannot stand you outshining her or her feeling less than. And even if you realize that she's insecure and you try to help her by giving her constant reassurance, it's never going to be enough. And simple tasks like maybe you taking too long in the shower become an argument about you being on your phone too long or talking to other women. And you will spend your entire relationship with an insecure woman constantly proving yourself
proving your value and proving your loyalty. And no matter what you do, she's still going to accuse you of cheating. These women are also more likely to cheat because they need to fill that void of insecurity and fill their ego by cheating with multiple different partners and having that sense of validation, because she doesn't have validation within herself. She will need to post selfies. She will need to make videos. She will need to filter every single photo because she needs that outside validation to prove her worth, because no matter what you do, no matter how loyal you are, no matter how devoted you are, it's never going to be enough. You will spend the entire relationship exhausted from trying to make her feel better. These women have a paranoid personality that even in a healthy relationship, it can't be cured. You need to run. Okay, bye.
What happened to men pursuing girls? When was the pivotal moment that a man chose to not go after a girl anymore and put in any effort?
Oh, bless her heart. So this woman wants to know why men don't pursue women as strongly anymore, citing a specific example of how when her dad met her mom, he continued to ask her out even though she initially laughed in his face. And when she had to work late, he came and picked her up with dinner already made and they went and had a picnic. And I can easily womansplain this. See, back in your mom and dad's day, your mom didn't have thousands of influencers telling her that your dad is a creep if he keeps asking her out after she's already said no. Your mom didn't have thousands of influencers telling her that a picnic isn't a real first date. Your mom didn't have influencers telling her that it's not even safe to get in the car with a guy on a first date and that she needs to demand he send an Uber instead because they didn't have Uber. And your mom also didn't have 5 different dating apps to make her think that she has millions of other options. And on the flip side of that coin, your dad also didn't have access to tons of pages online blasting, humiliating, and making fun of men who are overly persistent. Your dad didn't have access to thousands of horror stories from male content creators talking about getting used and played by women or raked over the coals in family court. Your dad wasn't being influenced by alpha bro manosphere dudes with podcasts telling him not even to talk to women and to hit the gym instead. It's a completely different world now because social media has completely changed the dating landscape. And because of that, yeah, we do live in a world where men do need a massive, glowing, shining neon green flag if they are going to pursue a woman, or they won't feel safe. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I'm definitely not saying that the full burden of carrying a relationship should be on just the woman's shoulders, but I am saying that dropping the handkerchief can't be as subtle as it used to be. And I'm also saying that once you reject a guy, expect him to stay away. So yeah, 35 years ago, your dad might have gotten away with continuing to pursue your mom even though she said no. But also 35 years ago, people were buying houses for 80 grand. So times change. Either get better at communicating with guys you like or watch the guys you like slip away. Up to you.
I don't know if I agree, Sarah. I don't know.
What part do you not agree with?
I mean, I have to look at myself. I had kids very, very young.
Yeah.
My oldest 2 have the same dad, but had them both before I turned 18.
I know.
So, but I got married at a very young age. I got married at 21 and I was divorced by the time I was 27.
Okay.
And I had twins. So if you apply what you said to my situation, do you think I'm a walking red flag? Because I was a wife. My ex-husband was a...
I don't want to be personal.
What?
Because I don't want to come for you personally.
How you gonna come for me personally? We're friends in real life.
I know we are friends in real life, but we on a public platform where I don't want to create a space where people can talk about you.
I don't care what people say about me. Them people don't know me or they don't pay my bills. It's the truth.
So let's use a person like you, because I want to talk about you. I love you.
Oh.
I do. I love you too much to talk about you. But if someone has 2 children by the time they're 18, it's giving red flag.
Okay.
And then if someone gets married and has 2 more kids, okay, that's fine. You have 2 more kids and now you're working on it. That's better.
Yeah.
Now, this is the red flag for me. And now I don't want to talk about your story because I know your story. But for women that have kids by the time they're 18, where were your parents?
I didn't have any.
I know. I don't want to talk about you. I want to talk about in general. Where were your parents? That's the red flag. Why are you out in these streets not being protected by anyone? Which means, are you an avoidant? Are you an anxious love attachment style? Are you seeking validation? Do you have low self-esteem? Do you have low self-worth? Now, most kids are having sex as teens. It's just the reality of the situation. Only a few of them actually get pregnant, or maybe their parents drag them to the clinic so they don't have the baby. So there's a lot of different things that could happen where that's not the case. So it's not to wrong the fact that someone gets pregnant. It's where was the guidance? That's the red flag for me. And if you didn't have guidance growing up, odds are you got stuff you haven't battled with in the present time. That's the red flag. Now, does that make these people a bad person? No. Does it make them unworthy of love? No. Does it mean they'll never find love again? No, it's not any of that. It just means that that person has put themselves into a box where it may be a little more challenging to have a specific type of man. That's what I'm saying. And it's not fair. We both had certain experiences that have now made us who we are.
Correct.
So there's no such thing as right or wrong. It just is what it is, but it's not always necessarily fair.
The reason that a lot of men don't be worried about these modern women is because modern women don't even know what they want. They look around, they see what's trending, they want to survey the land, they want to watch what their friend got. They see that they friend got a tall man or a man with a little bit of money or whatever it is, and they want to copy what they got going on. Not knowing that they friend, or not really honestly and truly not even caring what their friend didn't told them. Their friend didn't told them, now this man, he might be tall and I really like that, but this man is a hard man to deal with. I got off all of this man rules and his house. Oh, well, he just did it. No, I got off all of his rules in his house. And I do. Oh, you want to slavery and bond or whatever you want to call it. We got something worked out to where I cooperate with him. I know you don't know nothing about that because you be out in the street shaking or up in the club shaking your behind every weekend and you 35 and you ain't caught on yet. But I wanted stability. So that's why I was telling you when I was 25, I don't want to do this stuff no more. But here you are still doing the same thing. And now you see my decision at 25 is panning out. Now you want what I want. You can't get what I want. You need to look at what's on your level, what you can get, and be happy with that. You need to look at what you can build and you can maintain. But most modern women don't want to hear that they gotta work. They don't want to hear that they gotta atone for their past decisions. They don't want to hear that.